and I'd fucking eat them. Nobody could stop me. You understand that?
No, I got it.
But you're here doing this. Instead of being an adult and protecting them, you're here to take advantage of them. This is not what we do. This is not how you treat your community.
I know. I'm sorry.
You're not just hurting one person, you're hurting an entire community because you're a predator.
I'm not.
You're not a predator?
No.
So what are you? What do you call this?
I met her on the app and she convinced me to cancel.
And how old did she tell you she was? And you're not a predator? You're 50. You're 35 years older than her.
Yeah.
She was born when you were 35.
Yeah.
And you're not a predator. She was a baby.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah, it's nuts. Yeah. What's gonna happen to me?
What do you think should happen?
I don't know. I know I f***ed up.
If it were up to you, like let's say you come home 10 years ago to visit your younger niece and you see this, what would you want to happen to that individual? What do you think should happen in your opinion?
What would happen in Russia?
You're not from Russia, right? You're from, where are you from? Poland?
What would happen
Same
over
thing
there?
pretty much.
Yeah, same shit. My family came here from Poland.
Same.
You didn't answer my question. You come home 10 years ago to visit your niece and you see this. What would you want to happen to that person?
I don't know.
I think you do.
No, I don't know. I don't know.
You just let him go?
No.
Would you jump in there with them?
No.
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 Nope.
No.
No. This is the no house after all.
Yes, yeah.
Brings out the no in people.
No.
The thing is, do you understand how many people like this there are? This is a big problem. That's why we do what we do.
I know. I totally got it. I did that big f***ing mistake.
What were your plans after this today?
Just go back home.
Well, weren't you going to spend the night?
I don't want to spend it. I just say that I'm going to.
Didn't you go buy a toothbrush? That was you, right?
Yeah, I bought it just in case. But I
Just in case of
I
what?
was not planning to stay.
Ah, bullshit. That's a big indicator right there.
I didn't
I was fucking born at night, but not last night.
Where does your wife think you are right now?
at work.
Wait, you have a wife? How did I miss that?
We separated like 4 months now.
Oh, you're separated?
Yeah.
Have you been seeing other women during this time?
No.
Just children.
Bro, it is so hot. Of all days, you're gonna do this in the summer and burn me up.
How hot was the water? Was the water nice?
Yeah, so.
You're in some hot water now, aren't you?
Can I put my t-shirt?
Sure.
Sure, no problem.
By the way, can I clip this on your shirt just so I can hear you better?
Yeah.
He's hearing. He's half deaf.
It's already pretty good, but that's...
It's like he didn't hear you had a wife. He can't hear good.
I am dripping through this shirt already.
Oh, yeah, me too. Last time I'm going to ask, if you came home to your niece, you saw this, what would you want to happen to that person, or what would you do personally yourself?
Sounds like he just let him go.
I don't think he would. I come from a European household too, and nobody in my family that I know would let somebody go for something like this.
Not in my family.
Yeah, me neither.
Hell no. Especially not my mom. The one thing she told me before I was 18, want to be disowned, hit a woman and do the other.
Is this legal back in your country to 15-year-olds?
No.
No? No. You've never f***ed a kid before, first time?
I never
He would never admit it.
I mean, you never know. He did show up. Dumb enough to fucking be here right now.
Exactly. I'm dumb to come here.
Well, you're dumb to come here, obviously.
Yeah, I'm dumb.
So why come?
I don't know. Because my life is f***ed up because of it, maybe. I don't know.
So you wanted to ruin a child's life because your life sucks?
No, I don't want to ruin nobody's.
But that's what happens when you have sex with a 50-year-old as a 50-year-old.
That was not my intention, no plan.
We have all the phone calls recorded, you understand that, right?
My life's been pretty f***ed up. I've never once done this.
Never.
Not once. I got fired the day I was having a surgery. All kinds of things happening. Life changing drastically. You know what I never did? I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go talk to a m***er. This is not in the cards for me.
I f***ed up right now.
Yeah, what you
f***ed
was,
up.
yeah, you're not being an adult. You came here to act like an asshole. This is what assholes do. Adults don't do this. Adults protect the community. You didn't decide to do that. You woke up today, you said, I'm gonna be a fucking asshole.
You're right. I f***ed up.
Well, he didn't just wake up today. He's been, how many days have you been talking to this girl?
I don't remember. 2 days maybe?
Okay. So for the past 2 days, you had enough time to call it off. And normally when we catch predators, they go through something called the phase, where they're like, right before they're like, oh, I don't think this is a good idea. I'm scared. What if it's a setup? What if it's police? You didn't even do any of that. You just thought this was normal, I guess.
What do you do for work?
I'm a plumber.
You're a plumber. I wanted to clean her pipes.
You beat me to it, you son of a
It is wild. Go plumber. Hey, it was right there.
So what do you think should happen?
Accountability goes a long way. Are you gonna ever do this again?
Never in life. Because I have an 80-year-old mom, so I have to take care of her. I did the bullshit in my life today, right now, here.
Number one bullshit guy.
It's f***ed up. Number one. Number
Your
one.
mom is here?
Yes.
What would your mom think about
She gonna die.
if she knew about this?
No.
No, I'm saying if she knew about this.
She gonna die. I'm pretty sure. It's gonna be not that easy stuff for her.
Damn.
My mom means the world to me, and I would do anything for her.
I was the whole way thinking about this.
That even includes keeping healthy relationships in my life, so my mom doesn't have to transition through breakups and all the other shit that I could drag her through. Let alone this shit right here. Taking a chance with this is fucking insane.
It's fucked up, I know. Can I have one cigarette?
Absolutely, bro. That makes this so much easier for me.
Thank you.
What do you think should happen?
If you guys can forgive me,
But see, we hear this every week.
yeah, I know. But trust me, that was the biggest mistake I did in my
Oh, I
life.
trust that.
And it's never gonna happen again. This bullshit.
But see, maybe if this was my first time experiencing catching somebody like this, maybe sure I'd fall for this. But we do this every week. We hear the same thing every week.
Yeah, I know. I fucked up.
Okay, you're number one bitch guy. When are you gonna smoke real cigarettes like Marlboro Reds?
This is the strongest thing.
Maybe I should call my mom and ask her what she would do to me.
As much as I would love the content, I don't want you calling your 80-year-old mom. But would you rather call your wife?
No.
No.
But you understand, she's gonna find out anyway. When you go, 3, 2, 1, straight to jail! That's the next step.
Can you guys forgive me this time, please?
But why you and not every single other predator that we deal with? Like the 27-year-old we caught 2 weeks ago or the 37-year-old last week, you're better than them?
No.
I personally think like with the age difference, it's even grosser.
I never in my life did that kind of shit. And I did big mistake.
But if you never in your life killed anybody and then you decided to go kill somebody.
Oh, killing. I'm gonna.
I mean, people hate this more.
I know.
Murder is more honorable than this.
Please, guys.
If you're being honest and you're saying you're not a pedophile, how much do you weigh?
What are you weighing in at these days?
Probably 210, 29.
Can we check? .203.4. Pretty impressive. And how tall?
5'9".
5'9". You got an accurate barefoot measurement today.
Rare.
5'10" barefoot. Damn. Pretty impressive. Yeah.
5'10".
Yeah, barefoot too. That would have been your best chance, but I mean, honestly, still, that doesn't excuse coming to meet children. So I'm curious, what makes you special compared to every other person we catch?
I don't know. I don't want to be in jail. I don't want to lose my mom. I don't want to lose my family. I did big mistake. Whatever I did, that was a stupid decision that I did in my life.
It's beyond stupid.
Beyond stupid.
Full of retard.
Yeah, exactly.
Number one bullshit.
Yeah,
A mistake is like accidentally leaving the door unlocked. This is,
this is bad.
whoa.
Yeah, this isn't a mistake. This is like a purposeful attempt.
This is fucked up.
Yeah,
This is fucked up.
very fucked up.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you're realizing that.
Forgive me, guys. Please forgive me, guys.
Why should we forgive you?
You haven't given us any good reason.
Literally, you haven't talked.
I understand taking care of your mom. I understand that's a shitty situation, but that
I know.
doesn't excuse what you were about to do to who you thought was a 15-year-old girl.
It is already the biggest punishment for me.
No, no, no.
Oh,
It could, this should be way worse.
I mean, yeah, millions of people are gonna see this.
No one's gonna want you under their sink anymore. The p***o plumber.
He's lucky it's not nighttime.
That's true.
Why?
Because I'm Batman.
I'm fat man.
You're so fat. I think you like f***ing ate the old version of yourself. Just showed back up.
Bigger and slightly slower. I gotta do the zero sugar ones. That's my problem.
Why is this wrong to do if you're expecting forgiveness? Do you understand why this is wrong to
It
do?
is wrong, yeah.
Why?
Because she's.
Yeah, but that's not why. It's just wrong.
No, this is wrong. I did the biggest. I mean, like I told you guys, I did the biggest mistake. I fucked up my life.
See, you're making it about you. You f***ed up your life, right? But there's so many kids out there that get f***ing trafficked, Like, there's 1,000 bad things that happen to kids because they're young and naive and they want to be adults really badly.
Yeah.
And they lean on people like us that are adults to not do bad things to them because they're dumb and naive and they think that somehow these adults will know better, they won't hurt me. They don't know how the world works yet. Then people like you who know how the fucking world works show up to take advantage of them because you know how their fucking mind is. You know how they think because you were once fucking young. You have the upper hand. You know where their fucking head's at. You've dealt with people their age when you were their age. So you already know exactly what they're going through, what they're thinking, and how lost they are in life. And instead of fucking helping them out, you're here to fucking take advantage of them. That's what makes it fucking evil.
You hear about sex traffickers and pedophiles and predators, and you still think you're not one of them. You are exactly a part of the constellation of evil on this earth that causes little girls to get trafficked and sold and cut up and sold for parts. That is you. 100% that
Boys
is you.
too.
Boys too. Yeah, that's totally you, dude.
Yeah.
That's like 100% you.
We can kiss. I eat your p***. Shit, I'm getting hard listening to the 15-year-old girl. It's good that she has experience meeting men.
Wow.
He wants a seasoned child.
Asks if she liked sex with her ex. Did you bring condoms?
Yeah, just to float around, but you're gonna blow them up like balloons.
Are they here or in the car?
Here in the bag.
They're in the bag?
Wonderful.
Jesus.
So you were intending to have sex. Then why bring condoms?
Water balloon fight.
Right.
Were you gonna make like fucking balloon animals with them?
They are pretty sturdy.
What's your last name?
Muslim.
Muslim? Like Muslim with an O?
Moslim.
Muslim.
Aryan Muslim.
Just forgive me, guys. Forgive me this time, please.
This time, so there's there's gonna be another time?
Can I have another one?
Sure. It's the benefit of doing this outside, I guess.
I know what you're talking about, so yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I did mistake.
Have you ever seen shows like this on TV, on YouTube? No? That's pretty rare. Everybody else we catch has seen them and they still show up. That's the crazy part. That's probably why you weren't as careful as they are, because you probably weren't expecting this to happen. Is there anything that you want the people who are going to see this to know about your situation? Whether in English and Russian?
I f***ed up my life. That's all I can say. This bullshit I came here.
Number one bullshit guy.
What would you tell the future people who are going to do this? Believe it or not, people are going to watch this and still do it. What message do you have to those people? Nothing?
It's a really short ping pong table.
That is a really short ping pong table. It's almost like an underage ping pong table.
That's why I came.
That's why he came.
This whole house is pretty small.
Yeah, it's like an underage house.
Well,
It's like literally like it's spawned just for you.
if you don't mind me asking, what caused you and your wife to split?
She wanna have kids. I don't wanna have kids.
That's honestly the greatest. That's the best thing he's
respect
fucking
that.
said all day.
Yeah, you know what?
I can respect that.
Goal. How do you think your family's gonna react? Are you gonna be mad?
Nobody gonna forgive me anymore.
It's unforgivable. You think people should forgive you?
It's a good question. Again, would you forgive somebody if they did this to your niece?
Do you work for a plumbing company or do you work for yourself?
For plumbing company.
What's the company?
Roto-Rooter.
Roto-Rooter?
Roto-Rooter?
Roto. They're big. They're nationwide. Shout out Roto-Rooter. If you have 15-year-old pipes, he will come fix them. You got any smokes, bro?
Smokes? You want one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm vibing, bro.
You gonna have another?
No, yeah.
Yeah, you need one. I get that light, man.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
What's going through your head right now?
What's happened to my family?
What do you foresee happening?
Well, the way it works is they'll probably pick you up, you'll get bail, you'll go home, and then you have a court date. So you have plenty of time to take care of your bullshit and find a really, really good lawyer. But I hope you find the worst lawyer ever, to be honest with you. Like the worst fucking one.
So I'm gonna lose my job too?
I'm not your boss.
Depends on how they feel about pedophiles.
You're gonna fire me, for sure.
Well, if this was your company and you got a call like, hey, this guy came to meet a 15-year-old girl.
Like, you go to people's houses at night, bro. They call you when they have an emergency.
Now I'm fucking criminal. Oh, fuck.
Well, not yet. You're not convicted yet. I mean, we think you're a fucking dirty criminal, but like the courts.
And the millions of people who see this, regardless.
The millions millions
And millions.
of Scaling Up fans.
Mostly people scrolling on Instagram. There's gonna be like 100,000 on
Yeah.
Scaling Up if we're lucky.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, in a couple years, we keep this up.
Yeah.
There'll be millions.
What happened if I don't have money for bail? They're gonna keep me in jail?
A bail bondsman will love you. How much is your car worth?
I don't know, 2,000-3,000.
You're good.
So I'm gonna spend the night at jail?
If I had to guess, most likely for sure, yeah.
They don't really like files in jail.
You get to share a toilet with other people. That's an experience.
You get to expose yourself to other grown men. Make sure you sit down though.
And courtesy flush. I don't know. I'm not a criminal. I've never been.
Same. We watch a lot of movies.
Can I put my shoes?
Are socks illegal in fucking Europe?
I think he was just ready for the jacuzzi.
I was hot.
You were hot and then you got into hot water.
I was f***ed up.
Beyond f***ed up.
You were yes and weren't taken no.
F*** my life.
I will not f your life.
I f***ed my life. Can I call my sister or my sister's husband?
I mean, you can do whatever you want. I just don't see a point in doing that right now. Because you're gonna say, oh, I came to meet a girl, I thought she was 18, but then, that's how these calls go.
What I'm doing?
Are there any files you look up to? You know, Bill Cosby, Weinstein, the greats?
I don't think he's that level.
No.
He's not like one of the CP, Alex Rosen people. There's levels to this.
Yeah, there's levels. We're scaling up.
Can I have one more?
Sure.
Gross.
Damn it, you smoked the whole pack.
Yeah, dude.
This was one of those days where cops were taking their time to show up. We were probably an hour, 30 minutes into the catch at this point. Shit, at this point, this is gonna be a living with a pred for 24 hours part 2.
He's ready to stay the night.
Oh, true.
There's a spare bedroom for him.
We could do karaoke.
Please forgive me, guys. I f***ed up. I know I f***ed up.
But you agree with me when I say you probably wouldn't forgive somebody if it was a child you cared about.
I f***ed up.
Like, what made you think this was okay coming here?
This was not okay. I don't know.
It would have at least maybe made some sense if you said it's the age of consent in your country. That would have made sense. That wouldn't make it okay, but that would make sense why you thought it was okay.
But when I asked what the age was, you said, no.
Clearly, you don't find this acceptable yourself, so I just struggled to wrap my mind around how we ended up here.
Oh, I don't want to sit down. They're gonna think it's me.
Wanna take the last one? Is this okay?
Yeah, take it.
Hi, how's it going, sir?
Mind if I talk to him privately?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Hi there.
Hi.
My name is Senior Deputy Trujillo with the Sheriff's Office. Here to talk to you about what's going on today. Do you mind if you just put that out real quick?
Yeah, sure.
And then I just want to check for weapons. Do you have any weapons on you?
No.
Did they give that to you?
Yeah.
The camera's everywhere. Can you tell me what happened today? Why are we here?
I came in contact with a girl in the online and she invited me here. And I said,
And what was your intention of coming here?
no intentions. Just came to meet.
And were you ever told her age?
Yeah.
And I appreciate you being honest with me. What age did she give you?
She gave me
Okay. And I read some of the messages that you guys were back and forth on, and there are some messages that implies sexual activities.
this stupid thing I did. Listen.
What did you bring with you?
The big eyes and that's it. And
Okay, because right now you're under arrest.
okay.
I need you to stand up. Put your hands behind your back.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Have a good night.
You as well.
Yeah.
Geez, thanks for giving away all my cigarettes. I didn't realize you gave the last one away.
I mean, at the end of the day, I wanted to go out into the jacuzzi with the pred and get naked, and I was told no.
Now in hindsight, that would have been the scaling up way if we just sat in the jacuzzi the whole time with the pred. But my thought was he's gonna like jump out immediately, start panicking, then we're all wet, there's chaos going on. He was surprisingly calm for a pred.
Yeah. Well,
Hindsight is 2020.
You owe the fans an apology.
I'm sorry, fans. Next time we will sit in the jacuzzi shirtless with the pred. That would have been the scaling up way.
That's all I've ever wanted.
And you are like 3 days out from a bodybuilding show.
Yeah, look at these abs. Ooh.
So am I.
He's building it the other way.
Bodybuilding.
Reverse bodybuilding.
The fun version.
Another week and another pred down. Exposing a pred and getting him 3-2-1 is always a W, but it's still going to be a while before I get over the regret of not doing the entire catch sitting in the jacuzzi with him, knowing now that he'd 100% stay for it. So that's a fumble I've had to live with for weeks now. Hindsight is always 2020 though. What can you do? Before we wrap up this video, if you guys would like to show extra support, we have a locals where you can see us box spreads for just $10 a month. On top of our full library of boxing matches, every catch we post on here is out a day early and without all of the censoring that is required on YouTube, so you don't have to hear constant beeps and police sirens, and that includes any other moments that would be too much to post on here. Your support on locals is ultimately what funds this entire operation and ensures that we can keep sending the worst of the worst, such as Aryan.
I've confronted hundreds of men over 2 decades. Men online looking for children to sexually assault.
Cody, I'm Chris Hansen.
I know who you are.
I tried to get into their heads and understand why.
But you have it on your phone.
That's true.
And ultimately make sure they face justice.
Can I just give you some money and leave?
I don't want money. I want the truth.
These are the predators I've caught. I'm Chris Hansen.
There's a saying that is popular these days, essentially F around and find out. And perhaps that saying is no more true than in some of the counties in which we work in Florida. Polk, certainly, where the saying is poke around and find out. And in Marion County, where we have seen some very stern sentences handed down to those we have caught, along with the Marion County Sheriff's Office, in our sting operations there. As you may know, we just completed our second sting in Marion County, 58 men in 6 days. That is a record for us, and I believe for the Sheriff's Office as well. Now, a year ago, almost to this very day, July 25th, 2025, a man showed up in our first sting with Marion County. Dermond Thomas, a 55-year-old man from Georgia, a production manager with a zipper company, a job he had held for more than 30 years. He had never been in trouble with the law before. He was in Florida visiting a friend south of Ocala and was driving through, decided to spend the night at a hotel, got online, looking for a little fun, started chatting with somebody who ultimately told him they were a 14-year-old girl. I'll get into the chat just a minute here, but it was sexual. And Dermond acknowledged the fact that he was talking to someone who told him she was 14. Didn't dissuade him. He seemed eager at the opportunity to go pick her up at a nearby gas station and bring her back to his hotel room. After all, he had worked for 30 plus years for this one company, and he got a lot of vacation time, and he was going to enjoy himself. Well, Dermot got caught. He got arrested. He had to be interviewed by me and the fine detectives of the Marion County Sheriff's Office. He was given the chance to plead guilty. He did not take that chance, and he went to trial. Oh, yeah. He effed around and found out. We'll get to the sentence in just a little bit. But the chat, well, it's graphic. It's graphic. What's up? I'm bored, baby. Decoy says, me too. What you need, I got it. I'm not from here, so looking to have fun. How old are you? Says the decoy. Well, where are you at? And I can come get you. Maybe you can show me around. I'm 30-year-old. Now, later he'll explain to me why he said he was 30 when he's actually 55. Dermot says everybody thinks he looks younger. Decoy says, is my age okay, baby? Please don't be mad, but I'm 14. Is my age okay? Now, this is the part where Dermot should have said, no, that's wrong. I'm not gonna mess with a child. I do have a room to chill if you like. Just asking. You're okay with my age, says the decoy again. Yes, baby, where you at? Where are your parents, LOL? So, where your parents indicates to me that he just didn't breeze over the age. He saw it. Where are your parents? Decoy says, I'm in Ocala, and they're out of town. Now, as the conversation continues, and I'm looking at the sheriff's office report right here, the defendant asks the child to send him a photo of her blowing a kiss. That's right, he wants proof of life. To make sure, as Dermot says, you're not scamming me. This is discussed. And then the defendant asks the child to send him a photo of herself holding up 2 fingers. We see this frequently in these states. She does this. After the defendant receives the photo, he asks the child where she is located. Once again, she tells him she's in Ocala, and he states the same. The child then asks the defendant if he's going to come get her. Is that why you keep asking where I am? Says the decoy. Yes, send address. When your family coming back. When your family coming back. He wants to know how much time he's going to have with the child. The decoy tells him that the parents will be back this weekend and asks Dermot what they're going to do together, because I haven't done this before and want to know what we'd do. Dermot says, we'll do whatever you like. We see this. They cast this off to the victim. Come to my room. Do you get high or drink? Now, he knows she's 14. Now, throughout this conversation, there are multiple phone calls. And then later, the decoy, there's a girl posing as the child who's with the sheriff's office, actually makes a call to the defendant's phone. They talk for 4 minutes and 36 seconds. During that phone call, the defendant and the child discuss meeting up and what they're going to do afterwards. Back to the chat. I just kind of want to know, like, what the plan is going to be before I meet up, and anyone you know. Dermot says, so what do you have in mind when you post? I mean, you found me on Skip the Game, so Skip the Game is a platform where people hook up. Okay, that's what I want, baby. Oh, that's what I want, baby. But what? That could mean a lot of things. I want to have sex, says Dermot. Okay. Defendant laughs. This is back to the phone conversation. Decoy says, all right, that's cool. Huh? That's cool. Yeah, I want to have sex. You okay with that? Yeah, that's cool. And then Dermot talks about the picture that the decoy sent. That picture you sent me, you're 14? Yeah, is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking a question, he says. Back to texting. The decoy asks what motel he's staying at. He tells her that he's staying at a Motel 6. The defendant asks, how far away are you from here? And just give me the location. I'll determine how fast it is, LOL. The child offers to walk to the local gas station by the interstate. And then German says he'll pick her up. Oh, he's gonna get picked up all right. Check this out.
Let me see your hands. Get on the fucking ground. Get on the ground. Get on the fucking ground. Put your hands behind your back.
It's a little after midnight in Marion County, Florida, and 55-year-old German of Georgia is face down with tasers and guns pointed at him.
He can see that he's in trouble, surrounded by tasers and guns. But it takes him a minute to process exactly what he's facing. From the first text to his arrest, it took 2 hours. 2 hours that German most assuredly would like to relive. German is taken to the Marion County Sheriff's Office and soon comes face to face with me.
More about this predator I've caught in a moment.
I've been investigating and pursuing criminals and predators for more than 4 decades now, but there's a type of predator who's looking to make you a victim, and you may never see it coming. And if you're a homeowner in America, you need to listen to this. The FBI has been warning about a type of real estate fraud on the rise called title theft, and your equity is the target. Here's how it works. Criminals forge your signature on a single document, use a fake notary stamp, and file it with the county. And just like that, on record, they own your home. Using your ownership, they can take out loans against your equity or even sell your property out from under you. And you don't know about it until foreclosure or collection notices show up in the mail. That's why I've partnered with Home Title Lock, so you can protect your equity and find out today if you're already a victim. Use my promo code HANSEN, H-A-N-S-E-N, at HometitleLock.com, and you'll get a free title history report and a free trial of their $1 million triple lock protection. That's 24/7 monitoring of your title records, urgent alerts to any changes, and if fraud occurs, their U.S.-based restoration team will spend up to $1 million to fix it. That's $1 million to fix it. Don't be a victim. Protect your equity today. That's HometitleLock.com, promo code HANSEN, H-A-N-S-E-N, or use the link below.
Hey, how you doing? Oh, right. I know it's been a long night, but I got a couple things to go over. How you doing?
All right.
I know it's not easy. So, help me out here on a couple things. How did you get involved in all this tonight? How did it start?
An app.
An app?
Yeah, it popped up. I clicked on it. She came up, had advertisement, then it had age 19 or something on there.
Right.
So I seen the number and I changed the number. It changed the number.
What were you up to tonight? I mean, what was
I was on my phone and my plan was to get in my room.
Right.
My plan was when I went different stores and
I let him talk. He's a bit unwieldy with his story.
I have a room there.
Right.
Yeah.
You have a hotel room there.
Mm-hmm.
And where were you coming from?
I came from Bradenton.
Bradenton.
Yeah.
Bradenton, so near Tampa.
I met a friend of mine there.
In Bradenton.
He tells me that he's here in Florida on vacation. He lives in Georgia. He met a friend down south in Bradenton and was working his way up north. Decided he was tired of driving and would spend the night in Ocala. And that's when he was bored. And he got online. Platform. Specializing in hookups.
So let's talk about the conversation you had with this girl. You told her you were 30.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you tell her you were 30 when you're actually 55? And then I want to know why, at 55 years old, he said online to somebody who identified themselves as being 14 that he was only 30.
Because most people think, because I look young.
You look young.
And I always say that. I always do that.
You always do that. And why do you do that?
I don't know, because people always tell me that I look young.
Right.
Did something like
It
that.
seems to me maybe you lowered your age so it would be
No, but she saw me.
acceptable
Because
to be with a young woman.
not because if anybody see me, they always say I'm about 30 or 35, something like that.
But it looks shady.
Oh, well,
You see what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're 55, why not say you're 55?
That's true.
And say, I look much younger, but I'm 55. That would be the truth.
Yeah.
So that indicates you're being dishonest in this chat,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
To say you're 30
Yeah.
when you're 55. And you said, maybe you can show me around. What did you mean by show me around?
She said, I think she said she was bored or something. And I said, well, I'm new here and this and that, and just show me around. Yeah, just.
Dermot, like so many other of the predators I've caught, wants to talk about everything except the real reason why we're both sitting in a cement block room. He tried to have sex with a child, tried to sexually exploit that child. Why did you ask her for a picture with 2 fingers? And what's up with this picture? Why did he want a picture of the girl holding up 2 fingers? Well, I think I know, but I wanted to ask Dermot.
Because I didn't believe it. Kind of shady. I didn't really believe it.
I think you're the one who was being shady.
Well, I asked for 2 pictures because I didn't believe that it was real.
Right.
So I wanted to see a picture of 2 fingers.
Right. And so she sent that.
Mm-hmm.
And so at that point, did you think you were getting into a realistic situation?
At that point, I wasn't sure.
Right.
Yeah, I wasn't sure at all.
Well, at that point, Dermot, you should have said, I'm wrong. This is bad. I shouldn't be meeting a 14-year-old girl for sex. And dropped it. And Dermot, had you done that, you would have continued on your little vacation through Florida, returned to your job at the zipper plant in Georgia, and continued on with your life. Your wife, your 26-year-old child, all that would be intact. But no, you kept pushing. You had to know if you could have sex with this child.
She had called this and that, and, didn't hear nothing. So I'm just sitting around, just kind of like, what did have nothing else to do with just, like I said, I wasn't sure.
Right.
I wasn't sure.
But she told you she was 14.
She did.
Yeah.
Then when
that wasn't alarming to you to have a sexually charged conversation with a 14-year-old?
Because on the ad had 19, so I thought something was up with that. Then I said, send the picture.
Yeah, kids lie about their age to get on these sites. We know that. And Dermot knows that. Because the decoy told Dermot at least 4, 5, maybe 6 times, I'm 14. Are you okay with that? Yeah, baby, it's okay. Where are your folks at? Blah, 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 blah. I think what's happened in some of these cases, in society in general, is that the proliferation of platforms like this, the one Dermot was on, has desensitized some men and encourage them in some ways to blur this line, this very important line we have in society that protects children from adults. A 14-year-old girl is not capable of consenting to sex with a 50-year-old man, or 55-year-old man in this case. That's why we have laws like this on the books. But the guys spend so much time, some of these guys do, just constantly scrolling, looking at pictures, women they could be with, or guys they could be with, children they could be with. And it becomes like a shopping market to them. They see these targets as a commodity. how do I get sex? With whom can I have sex? If the child is 14, well, so be it. Well, that's not how this works, guys. This is illegal. And if you get caught, especially in a place like Marion County, Florida, you're going to pay the price. And Dermot is going to pay the price. And what did you think when they arrested you?
When they arrested me, I was like, what the work? And I was just standing outside still smoking a cigar, right? So I didn't say a word.
Did you put two and two together? Did you think they were arresting you for trying to meet a 14-year-old girl?
I sure didn't.
And when I specifically confront Dermot with what he thought he did wrong on this night, he won't come clean. He says he entertained it, and that was wrong. And these guys still think that because they didn't actually have sex with the child, that they're okay. They didn't actually commit a crime, but conspiring to have sex with a child, talking online, coercing a child, using the internet to try to coerce a child into an inappropriate, illegal sexual encounter, that's all against the law. And I think Dermot knows that intellectually. He's just trying to wriggle his way out of this situation. In your mind, what did you do wrong tonight?
I entertained it.
You entertained
I entertained it. Yeah, I entertained it. I sure did.
If what you've heard shocks you so far, join us back in a moment.
It's finally here.
Oh my God.
The official Chris Hansen merch store. Now you can join the mission with official Chris Hansen merchandise. Hoodies, tees, mugs, stickers, and more. Shop the full collection at haveaseat.dashery.com.
And here's something else. In Marion County, sometimes the detectives will allow those who they arrest to write a letter of apology to explain what they did, intending that a real victim would see this. And sometimes it elicits the truth, what this guy is really thinking. And being sorry for it doesn't get you off the hook, right? But it does give a insight into these guys' mindset. And you ended up writing in a letter of apology.
Yeah, she told me that I can if I wanted to.
And what did you say in the letter? Give me a sense of that.
She went back for 14, I think 19. I made a mistake. I should have entertained it. That I made a mistake. I'm sorry. And I didn't see her. She didn't have to worry. Somebody got to worry about that and that like that. But I told her that I shouldn't even entertain it.
Right.
Like that, yeah.
I shouldn't even entertain it. As if that's a lesser offense, as if that's gonna make this excusable. I thought about it, but I wasn't gonna do it. I didn't actually do it. Well, you didn't do it, Dermot, because you got caught. And I can predict without fear of contradiction that had there been a 14-year-old girl standing at that gas station waiting for Dermot, he was gonna get her, take her back to the hotel, give her some booze, maybe some weed, and he was going to have his way with her. A 55-year-old man sexually exploiting a 14-year-old girl. That's what was going to happen. And the only reason it didn't happen was because this was a sting, and Dermot didn't get a chance to do what he wanted to do. So what do you think should happen here, Dermot?
Ain't what I think.
Don't tell me what you think. Now we're going to get to the part about what the punishment should be. Now, every man is innocent until proven guilty. Every woman is the same. And I'm very sensitive to constitutional rights. I'll ask the hard questions, but I know that this man is not guilty until the court says so. But I could see a change in Dermot when I started talking about what the punishment should be. And when he realizes that ain't up to him,
I mean, you're in a bit of a tight spot.
Y'all already know what you're gonna do to me, so I I entertained it.
What do you say to other men who may also be entertaining something like this?
Don't entertain it, Yeah. I mean, even though it was the way it went, that could be any little thing that it can, any little thing that you may think that wasn't nothing, but obviously it is.
It is.
Yeah.
And are you a married fella?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think your wife is going to say about all this?
I mean, I tell her what happened, then
But she can't be happy about you having a chat with a 14-year-old girl and not having sex with her.
You said, I didn't think she was 14.
But she can't be happy about the whole thing. I'm just guessing here. I don't know anything about your relationship, but I don't think she'll be pleased about the whole notion of this.
Yeah, I didn't think she was 14. I didn't think she was real. Dad said 19.
But she showed up.
but if you didn't think she was 14 and if you didn't think she was real, then why go to the place you told her to meet? And these guys always have a backup story. If you thought it was all fantasy, then don't go to the place. I was just curious to see if it was real. No, you're curious to see if you could have sex with a 14-year-old girl. Damage her forever. Doesn't matter what she had done in the past, what her experience is, what she says online. What she did say was that she was 14. And that was made very clear at Durbin.
That's why I wanted to see. That's why I wanted to see the picture. That's why I wanted
What's
to see.
your biggest regret tonight, Durbin?
I guess I shouldn't have entertained it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have kids?
Mm-hmm.
And how old are your kids?
26. 26.
Boys or girls?
I got some.
Son.
Mm-hmm.
And what if somebody who's 55 tried to meet up with one of your kids when they were younger? How would you feel about that?
I mean, under the circumstances, if the person put a certain age on it, I mean, under the circumstances.
All right, now he's still trying to explain his way out of it. I thought for a minute that Durbin was really going to take responsibility here. But he still is finagling. Now, I get that start to finish, we're about 4 or 5 hours into this. And he's still coming to terms with not only the fact that he did this, he's wondering what else we know about his other activities, and now he's realizing that he's not getting back in his car and going back to the motel. He's not continuing his sojourn through Florida. And it might be a long time before he makes it back to Georgia, and the folks back at the zipper plant where he has worked for more than 30 years are not going to be pleased with this. Not to mention his wife and child.
Once you get all the facts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
You would not be pleased with it.
Initially, I won't until you get all the facts.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we're back to what should happen to you. What do you think?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not up to me.
Yeah, I know. So I mean,
The whole system in place for
Yeah, yeah. I mean, so that's what happened. I mean, so I mean, it ain't nothing me saying about that. No.
Right. So, Durbin, there's something else you need to know, and that is I'm Chris Hansen.
Who is Chris?
Chris Hansen.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a journalist.
Durbin was unfamiliar with my reporting on predators.
I'm a television reporter.
Oh, okay.
I do stories on men who try to exploit.
Well, I didn't try to explore her. I didn't.
But you entertained it.
I entertained it. The ad had I didn't explore. I wasn't exploring no
Expanding. I mean, you entertained
yeah.
sex with a 14-year-old girl.
If you want to put it,
you that she was
you want to
14.
put it that way.
Well,
but
that's the way it is.
Not really, because the
I
ad.
understand you have a position on it, and the ad originally said she was 19, but kids get on these ads using that.
Well, they lie all the time. That's why I wanted to see for myself. When I saw the picture, it looked like a grown woman. So
We're participating in this sting,
I did it. Yeah.
and we're doing a story on it.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happened.
Right. So
Yeah, she didn't look like a grown lady.
I understand. Is there anything else you want people to know about your situation?
Wait, that's what happened.
Okay. Well, listen, I appreciate you talking.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happened. I mean, I wasn't out there looking for no minor. I never have.
Yeah.
And
You ever been in trouble with the law before? First time?
yeah.
Right. Well, I appreciate you taking time to talk to me and give me insight into it.
Yeah, I said, I wasn't looking for no minor. Yeah, so, you know.
All right, Dermot. Well, thank you again.
Mm-hmm.
These folks here are going to take it from here.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thanks for talking.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Derman had the opportunity to take a plea agreement in this case. But he was so confident that he could explain all this to a judge and jury that he went to trial. That was a mistake for Derman, because he was found guilty on all counts and sentenced to 10 years in prison. 10 years in Florida prison. He entertained it. And now he'll have a long time to entertain what he did in the Florida prison system. We wanted to know more about Derman's background, and that's one of the many reasons why we've partnered with TruthFinder. TruthFinder is a service that allows you to find out information on virtually anyone. It also allows you to check on unidentified phone numbers that may be used to call you on your cell. I don't know about you, but I get those calls all the time. I don't like them. We searched Derman Thomas on TruthFinder and found, in fact, there was no record of him being in trouble with the law before. TruthFinder does show the charges in the case we covered against him. And it shows his social media pages, which are interesting. It shows his professional page on LinkedIn. You always wonder about guys like Derman who've never been in trouble before. TruthFinder can answer some of those questions. It works for me. I use it in all our investigations, our takedown investigations, and it can work for you. For more information, go to truthfinder.com/predators. More of our story in a moment. As you know, I like to hear from you. And this week's question comes from Blake in Houma, Louisiana.
Hi, Chris. This is Blake from Houma, Louisiana. I've been a big fan of your content for over 10 years now, from watching TCAP clips and Hansen vs. Predator clips on YouTube to watching your podcast, Predators I've Caught, for the last 3-4 years. My question for you is, have you ever caught anybody who claims to have ties to the mafia or to the cartel or MS-13, or claim to be in it as well? And I also had a request. I see you've covered a lot of famous predators in the TCAP community, like Lauren Armstrong. Are you ever going to get to the cleanest, best pleasure predator, as it's known in the community, or Cody Green, the guy who came up looking like the most early 2000s gangster you could think of, with the all-white, with the Cadillac? Please keep doing God's work, and the next time you find yourself at the bottom of the boot, one plate of crawfish and first ice cold beer is on me. Please take care and stay safe.
Well, thank you, Blake. You know, I love my crawfish. Get some oysters while we're down there as well. As you may know, we conduct takedown investigations in Livingston Parish, Louisiana, which is between Baton Rouge and New Orleans. And it's interesting that you ask about mafia, mob, MS-13.
Most of the predators I've caught don't want to get too deep into their criminal histories, but I can tell you we did catch a guy in Livingston Parish who was tied into an overseas human smuggling ring. And there was evidence that he was a member of Tren de Aragua. And they had picked him up previously in surveillance, Homeland Security had, picking up and dropping off people at the airport in Louisiana. And the suspicion is that he was part of a human trafficking operation. Well, on the day he showed up in our sting, he was trying to traffic his way into having sex with a 15-year-old boy. He's now facing charges in Livingston Parish and isn't going anywhere because of an ICE hold on him, because he's here in this country illegally. In terms of our predator, Cody Green, well, we have covered him on this podcast a couple years back, so you can look that up. And I hope you find it to be the cleanest, best pleasure. He was a gangster, all right, but he wasn't so brave when he walked into our sting house and was confronted by me. Thank you, Blake, and thank you for following all my content. You can find me all over social media. X is at Chris Hansen, Instagram official Chris Hansen, TikTok Have a Seat with Chris Hansen. We're doing some more work in the Roblox space. As you may know, we did an investigation for our streaming crime network, True Blue, called Dangerous Games. You can check it out at watchtrueblue.com, TRUBLU. And we're getting ready to have another episode of that investigation. New Predator investigations, we call them Takedown, as you may know, drop every Thursday on True Blue. Watch trueblue.com for details. I'll see you next Monday on Predators I've Caught. And remember that every Wednesday, an episode of Have a Seat with Chris Hansen comes out everywhere you get your podcasts, just like Predators I've Caught. And for the video version, well, you can check it out on my YouTube channel, Have a Seat with Chris Hansen. In the meantime, you can always reach me at chris@predatorpodcast.com. I'll be watching and listening.
Today we're tasting the Outdoor Boys' worst meals. After trying their bread with honey butter, it is clear that Luke can cook, but even the world's best chefs have their off days. After scouring the internet, I found 13 of his weirdest, most questionable, and worst looking creations, and today we're putting every single one to the test. And we are starting with pork and cider stew cooked in a pumpkin.
We're gonna do some Halloween campfire cooking.
So we're starting with a nice hunk of pork, also adding some pumpkin pie spice. That's the first question mark for me here.
Now, Tommy, hold on to the guts and seeds. We're gonna cook those up here, okay?
Something tells me that's not the last time we're gonna be seeing some guts today. All right, browning the pork, adding flour. The pork is now going in the pumpkin. Really going with the fall vibes here. We're now simmering that down in the apple cider. Where is the pumpkin gonna go? That's the real question here. It's going directly in the fire pit.
Pork and pumpkin has been stewing for about 4 hours, so we're gonna lift up the bin and see what it looks like.
4 hours, talk about low and slow. Or should I say hot and fast? That thing is charcoal at this point. All right, I was not feeling good based on the outside, but the inside doesn't look terrible. Let's give this a shot. And it all starts with the pork. And we'll just get it sliced up into nice bite-sized chunks. Now we hit it with the rock salt, black pepper, and some fennel seeds. These actually go super well with fall flavors. And finally, that pumpkin spice. And from here, we'll just sear it up, developing some nice color, and we'll add in the onions. Starting to smell incredible. Let's crack open our pumpkin. And we'll just unpeel the top, exposing the guts. This seems crazy, but now we go in with the pork. This actually looks like the perfect size. In the meantime, we'll render down some of those pork trimmings. And just like Luke, now we add in some apple cider. A little salt and pepper, and letting that cook down with some thyme. In the meantime, we'll add in the green onion, thyme, and garlic. And we finally finish with all those apple cidery and porky juices. I was extremely skeptical, but that actually smells incredible. We'll top it off and get it on the fire. We find ourselves here once again. It's like the second you sit down, the smoke immediately comes to your face. All right, either way, form a little cooking area for our pumpkin and we'll get it on the fire. We'll put on the cover and let it cook. Well, guys, it has been exactly 3.5 hours. I'm dying to see how this looks. That looks awesome. Definitely quite dark on the bottom, just like Luke's, but all things considered, I could not be happier. See if we can get this out without it all falling apart. Oh no, it's definitely falling apart. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, you good?
All on my shoe right now.
Oh, I realized the fatal flaw is that I should have served this directly from the pumpkin instead of trying to take it off the fire. But either way, I feel like this still could taste pretty good. Okay, it definitely looks a little messy, and it is certainly not a stew anymore. But based on how it smells, I am feeling surprisingly optimistic. It is time for the Outdoor Boys' worst meals. Yes, I said it. Their worst meals.
I didn't even know he could cook a bad meal.
I'm excited to see if he can.
This looks ridiculous.
I'm not the biggest pumpkin fan in general.
Well, how do you feel about it on your shoe?
It's still on there.
You've soiled yourself, Kyle.
You've soiled me.
I'm starting off weird, everybody. It's supposed to be a stew. We're calling this more of a hydrated stew. Wow, looks really good.
That is amazing.
For a pumpkin that looks like that, something being delicious in there is shocking. The flavors feel so natural.
Fennel really comes through in the best way.
Oh my goodness.
It is extremely well balanced, but it's also such a powerful pumpkin flavor. But combining that with the actual pumpkin itself, this is phenomenal. I really, really, really hate to start with an S, but I cannot get enough of this meal.
Just because I want to say there could be something better, I'm gonna start with an A.
I think I gotta save my S for that one dish that shouldn't taste good that blows me away. I'm gonna go A.
Despite a few hiccups early on, we are starting off with a very solid A tier. Next up, we have Luke cooking feral hogs in Hawaii. We tried cooking one of these once, and let me tell you, it did not go well.
You can just taste some funk in there.
These are live feral pigs. Looks like this pig roast is going to be extremely fresh.
The pig's getting a rub down with 2 green papaya halves. That kind of cleans it.
Wow, that is a technique I have never heard of. Anytime I've had feral pig, it's extremely gamey. Perhaps that right there is the key. Okay, looks like keeping it very traditional with just salt.
You got hot lava rocks with the banana trunk on top. Yep. And that's gonna make like steam come up, right?
Interesting, so roasting it, but also kind of steaming it. So kind of just layering with the tin foil, also using quite a bit of banana leaves. Finally, time for the moment of truth. Honestly, that skin is looking incredible. Talk about a true Hawaiian experience. This looks unbelievable.
Fermented taro root or poi with our pig.
That right there is the bite we need to recreate. He has the wild boar combined with the fermented taro along with those Hawaiian buns. If there is anyone who can make a wild boar taste good, it is of course gonna be Luke. Let's give it a shot. Unlike a normal pig, notice how this one is significantly more lean. It's gonna have that darker red colored meat, and I often find the flavor super gamey. Step 1, we'll actually need this papaya. To be fair, they did have a green papaya, and I believe their pig was already skinned. But either way, what they do is rub down the pig in the papaya. Apparently it cleans it off and kind of improves the taste. And I'm telling you, when it comes to feral pig, I'll take any advantage we can get. Now we'll just hit the entire pig with a whole bunch of salt, keeping it traditional. So this is basically the only seasonings we'll use today. My goal today is to actually achieve some semblance of crispy skin, but we'll see how that goes. And let's get it on the grill. grill. Well guys, we find ourselves here once again in the mango tree with the whole pig. Let's cook. Try to make a little cooking area here. Now, every time I've cooked a Hawaiian, ooh, ow. Some serious Outdoor Boys cooking. That's hot. Oh, basically what I'm trying to say is the goal today is to actually achieve some decently crispy skin. And we'll go on with the pig. I'm mostly gonna just loosely tent it, give us that nice flavor and kind of seal in the moisture, while also hopefully giving us some decent color on the skin. This should actually work pretty well. Now that it's nicely steaming and almost perfuming in those banana leaves, we'll just cover it up to let it cook. It is hot. Well guys, it has been exactly 4 hours. Let's check on this pig. Oh man, that color is looking unreal. Let's get it inside. Ooh, mama. This is by far the best looking Hawaiian pig we've made so far. I mean, there's for sure a few burnt patches, but overall the skin looks insane. We did give it a few flips so that bottom and top were both exposed to heat. That is crispy. I want to see if we can break this down. Wow, just look at all that moisture in there. That's crazy. To assemble Luke's exact sandwich, we have our Hawaiian roll, topping with a bunch of that roasted feral pig. Of course, some shards of that crispy skin. Next up, this right here is our poi, fermented taro root, this crazy tapioca-like texture, and we'll top it off. A lot of work for one little sandwich. Let's see how it tastes. Feral pig. Why don't we first start with some feral hog skin chip? All right, can we get some unedited crunches here?
Whoa! This is the first time we've ever had a crunch from a pig that we've cooked.
This right here is insane. We gotta try this meat. Amazing.
Wow.
That poi is really interesting.
The poi is a question mark for me. The last feral pig was extremely gamey. This, I feel like it's completely masked by like the banana and the smoke flavors. You still get a little bit of that twang, but it's not overpowering at all.
Char really helps, and all that smoke, you can really taste that this was cooked over fire.
I love it.
The poi is interesting. It's like eating a tapioca almost, but the pork itself is great.
I think I'm gonna go down to A though, because I vastly prefer regular pork compared to feral hog pork, but it's still an incredibly impressive A.
I'm gonna give it a B.
I'm gonna go with a solid A.
What it means is somehow this feral hog has made it to A tier. Carp is debatably the worst tasting fish on Earth, but let's see what he does here.
All right, let's get him over here where we can land.
Looks like we got a fish on. Whew. That is a big boy. And I know carp don't taste particularly good, but that is a beautiful fish. Like, look at the scales on that.
I've actually never eaten a carp before, and I've never cooked one before. So I have brought in an expert here, Jay, my boy.
Okay, maybe not Luke. Today we're trusting Jay. Look, if Luke trusts Jay, trust me, I trust Jay. There's a lot of trust involved here, but let's see what happens. Starting with Old Bay, now onions into actually quite a bit of oil. And from here, adding in the fish. Okay, I guess here we gotta hold the babies. I'll make a note of that, we gotta hold the babies.
Noted.
Okay, now we're kicking into gear. Tons of spices I would never typically use. Just kind of finishing with water, almost like we're making a soup or a stew, more so than like a stir fry. Man, I know carp isn't supposed to taste good, but that dish looks phenomenal. Look at the shape of those bones. Like, those are not normal bones. They kind of fray out. That is one of the reasons carp is considered one of the worst tasting fish in the world. But either way, I think it's finally time we give this a shot. So carp is notoriously one of the worst tasting fish in the world, but if there's one person who can make it taste good, it is of course Luke. And I can't lie, at least visually, this fish is beautiful. Don't eat me! Has this stunning gold color and these massive scales. Now instead of getting the scales everywhere, I'm gonna see if I can actually slice them off. This is a Japanese method called tsukibiki. It's a lot cleaner. Kind of just slice it off. Scales are just so massive. They're like dragon scales or something. It actually worked surprisingly well. Carp are notoriously full of bones. We'll see how this fillet job goes. Really just following the backbone as much as I can. I'm just kind of slowly peeling away. Apparently those ribs are massive. Peeling through some of those smaller bones. leaving us with this actually nice looking fillet. The flesh feels pretty firm and it has this almost pink kind of pork-like color to it. Bloodline can be fishy, so I am gonna kind of slice off this top loin here. And just like the Outdoor Boys, we'll slice it up, but man, there are clearly a lot of bones in there. You can hear it as I slice. A kind of crunching sound. This is what notoriously makes carp one of the worst fish on planet Earth. We'll get it into a bowl, and just like they do, we'll hit it with the Old Bay to marinate. Time to cook, and we start with a surprisingly large amount of oil here. Now it's in with a bunch of onion, seasoning with salt. We started to get some nice color, and from here, interestingly, we're actually gonna remove half of the onions, and from here, it's in with the fish. Okay, Kyle, what's next?
We gotta hold the babies.
For the spices, we have the exact 7 that Luke used. Wow, just immediately smells so good. I know this is technically a low quality fish. I feel like with this recipe, it's gonna turn out insane. Now we'll just cover with the water and we'll let it simmer for about 15 minutes.
That's the craziest thing. I don't even know if this one's mine.
I get it. Just like that, it should be done. So we'll go back in with the onions. Kind of cool, we should have 2 very different textures on the onions. Finishing with cilantro, and it's time to plate. It has a beautiful color to it from the turmeric. I am actually very excited to try this one. Now, as you can see, there are a lot of bones on here, and I mean a lot of bones, so be careful.
Wow, you can feel them already.
Not the easiest dish to eat with your hands, so I'm impressed with that too.
When you're eating Bangladeshi food, forks are for suckers.
Oh man.
Wow, so many bones in here, that's crazy. But the fish is good.
I feel like the curry and the turmeric actually cut down on any of those off flavors that you might find with carp. This is very good.
It's not fishy at all.
The bones, though, are a big problem.
Yeah.
It's not just these big guys in here. There's also little mini bones all over. Those are kind of the ones that hurt. But the flavor on this curry is unbelievable.
Yeah, super simple too.
All those flavors just work.
If you swallow a bone, will it poke a hole in your stomach?
No, you just pee it out. Kidney bones.
I don't know what's wrong with him. I really like it. My issue is all those bones and also the bloodline. I had one piece and it was just not it. But there are just so many bones, I'm kind of having a hard time eating it. I think I'm closer to a C.
I think it's a solid B.
I'm going with a strong B. You know, I'm actually gonna change this to an A. I love it.
Wow.
Yeah, I really like this.
What it all means is somehow carp has swam its way all the way up to B tier. We find ourselves out on the river, apparently catch and cooking giant sturgeon. This should be interesting. Woo! I mean, that rod is bending. I'm pretty sure these things are like hundreds of pounds.
We got to measure that thing.
Yo, look at the size of that thing.
And the fork of the tail.
Perfect. 102 inches.
102 inches.
102 inches. All right, what you might not know is that sturgeon are where caviar comes from, and I think we are about to witness Luke eat caviar for the very first time. I'm dying to see what he thinks.
There seems to be a consensus among the residents here that they would prefer to bite the head off a squawfish over eating my $100 caviar. So
that is so funny that most people hate the caviar because that is genuinely one of the most expensive pound for pound ingredients you can possibly have. Clearly it's not for everybody, which is why it's made it into this video. For this one, we have something extremely special planned. What we have here is $100 worth of real caviar that apparently doesn't taste very good. Caviar is cool and all, but I would have loved to see Luke actually eat a whole sturgeon. I've always been so curious how they actually look and taste, so today is the day. You're supposed to be right there.
Throw a freaking caviar thing?
Oh, you gotta be in position next time. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I think this takes the cake for the coolest looking fish we have ever had in this studio. This is a real whole sturgeon fish. Unlike Luke's that was wild, this one's farmed and specifically made for eating. I mean, this has got to be the most regal looking fish I've ever seen. Just a crazy shape with this prehistoric head. Honestly, looks like a dinosaur. Just like catfish, we have these whiskers, but weirdly, look at the design on the bottom of the nose. It kind of looks like Wagyu marbling. It is extremely smooth. It feels like there's no scales on there, but it does have that distinctive, almost almost dragon-like side piece here. And the detail on this tail is crazy. There's like 6 fins. It kind of reminds me of like a shark. Now, starting at the top, I'm gonna do my best here to fillet. Of course, what I am by far most interested to see is whether this fish actually has some caviar in there. That would be crazy. Definitely not the master of filleting giant sturgeon, but just doing my best here. Got a whole bunch of guts in here. Safe to say there is no caviar, but either way, this fillet is looking beautiful. But I can't lie, that pinkish color is a bit strange. It kind of reminds me of that carp we cooked recently. And the meat kind of has this like blubbery feel to it. Sounds weird, but I feel like this is what seal or whale meat would feel like. Now to cook, this one all starts with the brine. Smoked sturgeon is extremely popular in many parts of Europe, but honestly, I've never tried it, but I've heard amazing things. Starting with a first layer of that cure, and just making sure to completely cover fish. That should be just about perfect, and it's into the fridge overnight. Just like that, it's been 12 hours, and honestly, this is blowing my mind. First of all, the flesh is now extremely firm, but just take a look at how much liquid came out of here. All of this liquid came out of these 2 little fillets. I don't even know how that's possible. Gave it a quick rinse. Now it's just quickly into the fridge to dry out. And just like that, a beautiful pellicle has formed on the fish, and we'll get it on the grill. And of course, we're smoking over applewood. After 4 long hours of extremely low temperature smoking, this is what it looks like. It's developed this absolutely beautiful applewood mahogany color. Honestly, I feel like this came out pretty good. Definitely more firm, but it's still a bit pliable. It feels very similar to like smoked whitefish you'd find at a deli. It almost has this glazed sheen exterior. I'm gonna try to take some extremely thin slices, just kind of against the grain like so. Slices so nicely. Still clearly has a lot of moisture in there, but it has that beautiful cured and smoked look. Laid it on top of some heavily buttered and toasted rye bread, of course next to some perfect caviar blinis. We are truly tasting sturgeon in all its forms. After all this work, let's just hope this actually tastes good.
How could this be the world's worst food? It looks amazing.
Apparently, according to Luke and the boys, caviar is not high up on their list, but let's see how we like it. Of course, start with our little caviar blinis. Creamy, it's a little briny. Those pearls kind of pop on your tongue.
I love caviar.
Yeah, Sophia does love caviar. She'll eat it like cereal. If you've never had a blini, those things are awesome. What's that on top? Creme fraiche.
Creme fraiche.
And we're gonna top that with a little creme fraiche.
The creme fraiche on top is like this sour, creamy thing, so it's not too rich. That's the highlight for me, actually. The caviar is just kind of an addition.
Before we make any decisions, let's move on over to the sturgeon. This right here is what we came for. I am very excited.
That pop of dill on top. That is what stands out to me. That little tiny piece of green has all of the flavor in this. It's awesome.
You're telling me I imported a whole sturgeon. I learned how to break it down. I cured it overnight. I smoked it for 4 or 5 hours. And the thing that you enjoy most is
the dill.
Dill?
The fish is incredible. It's just this touch of smoke, and the texture's a little bit firm, almost like lox, but not as wet as lox, if that makes sense. I really like this.
I know, and I really hate to throw around S's, especially in a video that's supposed to be bad tasting food, but I think I have to go S. I'm sorry, Luke, like this is fantastic.
I have to go S.
I'm gonna give it an A. I don't think my palate appreciates caviar that much.
All that said, our caviar and sturgeon has still found its way to S tier. Bagged frozen omelet. There's just no way this could be good.
So for breakfast, I've got an omelet. I made this at home. It's got sausage, vegetables, cheese, eggs. Went through it in a vacuum sealed bag and then froze it.
That could not be easier to prepare. Guys, I think it's time.
All right, got my honey butter sitting over here melting.
See, this would not be an Outdoor Boys video if we didn't have his fresh bread with honey butter. This time he's cooking it right over a flat top. Look, Outdoor Boys, Indoor Boys, I don't care what type of boy. That right there is one of the best tasting foods in the world. But again, we're here for that omelet, which I'm not feeling very good about.
Doesn't that look good?
Step one, we gotta make this omelet. Go in with the eggs. Start by giving them a nice mix. Now, just like Luke, we'll add the sausage and a few peppers and onions. Finally, some cheese. And we'll see if we can fold over the perfect omelet. Maybe not the world's most perfect omelet, but I'll take it. And that's what I love most about my stainless steel pans. 100% non-stick. Get yours today for $9.99. Hot.
Ow, that's hot.
I mean, this feels crazy, but now we're going into the bag with our omelet, and we'll get it vacuum sealed up. Our little omelet has turned into a pancake, but either way, we'll get it in the freezer. And just like that, our omelet is frozen solid. I mean, this thing is hard as a rock. You could really use this as like a hammer or something. All right, guys, it's that time of the month again where we vote for Employee of the Month. Do we have any votes for Kyle?
Pick me, Max, pick me.
Any votes whatsoever? Nothing. All right, any votes for Max? It's unanimous.
Good job, Max.
Yeah, good job.
And we'll get our omelet in the water to heat up. But for by far the most exciting part, it's time for the bread with honey butter. Just look at all those awesome bubbles in there. But remember, Luke's recipe is actually not a recipe. He completely eyeballs all the ingredients, but somehow it still ends up tasting out of this world. Beauty of Luke's bread is you can cook it on a flat top, on a stove. You can even cook it right on the coals, which I think is the best way to do it. We'll go on with bread, and now we assemble the holy grail. It's time for that honey butter. All we gotta do is combine our melted butter with a whole bunch of honey. It is literally as simple as that, but I'm telling you, there is nothing better. And we'll just give our bread a flip. Let's assemble. We'll start with the omelet that feels cooked through and honestly maintained its shape pretty well. That beautiful loaf of Outdoor Boys bread, and most importantly, that honey butter. And what we're left with is a breakfast fit for a king. Time is here, frozen omelet, but more importantly, the bread with honey butter. If you took me to a buffet and there was a man making omelets and you put that on my plate, I would believe you because that tastes fresh.
It's a good omelet. And sausage in an omelet, it has a really nicely seasoned flavor, not just like standard bacon. I think it's slightly soggier than normal eggs, if we're being picky.
I love all the flavors in there. The texture is a little more mushy, I'm with you, Kyle, but I don't hate this.
All right, let's grab that bread, dip it in the honey butter.
Oh, dude, that is so gross. Psych! That's so good.
I'm not exaggerating. I think this is in my top 5 foods of all time. Like what comes to mind, steak, ribs, Korean barbecue, beef jerky, bread with honey butter. I think the bread and honey butter is an easy S tier. The omelet was good, kind of average, more like a C tier. I'm gonna land somewhere in the middle. I feel like B plus is fair.
I'm gonna give it a B based off of the omelet.
I think a B is fair.
What it means is this one's getting B tier.
Today, we're gonna catch and cook gizzard shad.
You guys already know we're making Kyle bite the head off a shad. Let me know down in the comments. Do you want to see Kyle bite the head off a shad? Whoa, everybody wants to see Kyle. Kyle, they want to see you do it.
Do what?
All right, so starting here by cleaning up the fish. Honestly, that fish doesn't look bad. Dredge in the flour, and I guess he's just gonna fry. That does not look half bad.
Okay, now I'm gonna take a little bit of this dill weed, a mustard, dill, and cumin fried shad with some fried potatoes, garlic bread, fried carrots. Hey, yeah, more bones than a carp. It definitely has a strong flavor.
The thing about Luke is he can make anything look like a 5-star meal. It's time to cook. And what we have here is real shad. Ooh. Is this sold as bait fish? Maybe, but we're not gonna let that stop us. Oh man,